Alright guys, today we are going to be doing the carburetor and fuel lines on an Echo PAS 225. Echo PAS 225. All the parts will be in the description below. I actually got contacted by this company here. This is my favorite ones that I get off of Amazon, HIPAA. They make really good product. I may be selling only just their products, putting their links in the description below. You see that, I mean, it's quality stuff. They've got really good stuff, so we'll be seeing soon, hopefully. It's got air filters, gaskets, fuel lines with the grommet already, spark plug, primer bulbs, carburetor, everything you need to do the job. I'll put a link in the description below. Alright, let's get right on into it, guys. First we're going to go ahead, take off the air filter cover. Air filter on this, guys, is good. We're obviously going to replace it anyways, but if you don't want to replace your air filter, just spray it out with carb cleaner and then set it in the sun, let it dry for 15-20 minutes, or blow it out with air and you're ready to go. All right, two bolts, torque 25. We're going to remove those. Sorry, I mean torque 27. I use a still tool. It's got the torque 27 on it and spark plug wrench as well, and it does, you know, recoil, everything. So I'll put one of these in the description below for you as well. Take these off all the way. All right, turn the throttle up and the cable, let's see, this popped right there, and just turn the cable that way. There, now you just pull the cable up and that's off, throttle's out. 10mm wrench, go ahead and loosen this nut right here. Now once you've gotten this loose, this whole cable will just lift right on out. And then we don't really care about the old grommet or anything, so we're going to go ahead, get our screwdriver up underneath the grommet and just pry it out. It's hard to do it with one hand because you got to hold the equipment too, but you see what I'm doing here. Just pries out. It's starting to come, but I need to hold the weed eater. And fuel line broke right off, so that was probably the main issue, is the fuel lines were dry rotted. But the kits are literally so cheap, dude, that I mean, they're less than 20 bucks for everything. There's no reason not to just go ahead and change it all. Look, that thing is all screwed up. It freaking was pinched and everything else. This thing never ran right, I guarantee it. All right, we're gonna go ahead now and drain all the old gas out, and you know, get this area wiped down right here so you don't push any dirt into the gas tank. And I like to blow the tank out with air or carb cleaner even. Just make sure that, or even rinse it with fresh gas. Just make sure there's no water or dirt or anything in it. Just get it nice and clean. Okay, so this is the fun part. These grommets are very tight. They don't like to fit in. So you gotta fight with them a little bit. So we're gonna put all this down in. I'm gonna make this look easy, but, and it's actually gonna be kind of a pain in the butt for me too, because I gotta work around this camera, you know. But you're going to push the back side down in first, and then you're going to work your way around from one side. Just try to get it in a little bit. Go to the other side. Just push in little bits at a time. Just keep working back and forth until that thing goes in. See, it keeps going a little bit further, a little bit further. It is a pain in the butt. It's even more of a pain in the butt when I can't really get a good angle on it because I'm recording. And you want it tight like this so that they don't leak. The fuel lines shrink, stuff like that, from the, you know, ethanol and the gas, and just from general heat. So you want them to be nice and tight. The tighter the better, so that they don't leak. any fuel. And HIPAA actually makes, or HIPAA, I don't know how they pronounce it, I'll have to get that off of them. They actually make a very good grommet, you know, that really seems to be a good rubber material, you know, compared to the other stuff that I get. Alright, so that looks like it's in. Alright, so when you look into the tank, you'll see which fuel line has the filter. It's actually going to be this line. If you pull on it, you'll see it, you know, actually move a little bit inside. I don't know if you can see or not, but we're going to pull on a little bit and it'll actually move the line inside. That's the filter line. It's important to know that. Alright, hold on here. I'm going to have to get my phone back out of the tripod. Oh, go ahead and put the vent where it goes, like that. It's out of the way. Let me go ahead and pull the carb out and let you know where everything goes. So on the carburetor, you've got a big nipple and a little nipple. The big one is the one that goes to the fuel filter. The little one is the return no fuel filter. If you get them backwards, you'll see foam come out of the fuel filter itself. You just switch them around, so it's not really a big deal. Alright, let's go ahead. Maybe I can leave this set up like this and do the rest of this. It's just kind of a pain in the butt to work around. Alright, so we can go ahead and connect our fuel or our throttle. If you look at this brass piece here, you'll see that one end has a thin slot and the other side is a thick slot. The thick side is where the cable goes, and it'll sit right in it like that. Then you bring it around, put it on, tighten it down, 10mm wrench, get it nice and tight. Alright, now we're going to go ahead. Usually I'll leave the old gasket right where it is. We're going to go ahead and peel that off just in case yours came off. They rip when you get them off, so we use the new ones. Is going to be this style of one that we use. We want these little holes to be down because this is your vacuum that goes to the back of this carburetor and runs the fuel pump that's built into your carburetor. So we're going to put our choke arm assembly with the choke arm toward the recoil through the carburetor, and then the gasket with the little holes down on the carburetor setup, and then we're going to go ahead and screw it in, tighten it down. We've got it all nice and tightened on. We're going to go ahead and check the throttle, make sure it's working. We want to make sure that it goes all the way against this black block. That's full throttle. Alright, and then when it's off full throttle, make sure there's just the slightest bit of slack in the cable so you can idle it down if you need to. Alright, let's get to the fuel lines now. So this one is our return, this one is our fuel filter. You look inside, you can see it. So the one down and bottom right there, that is your fuel filter line, goes to that one. Get it on there nice and tight, and then your return line goes to this one right here. Boom, just like that. Alright, no big deal at all. Alright, we're going to put a little gas in this and prime it up, see what happens. Alright, so now we got some gas in there. Going to prime it up. I didn't put much in there because we just want to see if it primes. There it goes, primed right up. Now, again, if this did not prime up, you would look down in here. If you see foam coming out of the back area where the filter is, that means you got the lines backwards. Just switch them around, no big deal. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and put on our air filter. And then our air filter cover, you got the choke arm, this goes towards the choke arm, just like so, and tighten it down. Gas cap, you just flex this thing and it shoves right back in. Sounds a little high. I can't really tell because the customer didn't bring in the end of it. If it's moving the weed eater end or the edger end at idle, then you would take this screw right here and go counterclockwise to idle it down. I believe this one is idling a little high, so I am going to bring the idle down anyways. But it's a little Phillips head or flathead. So we're going to bring the idle down real quick. Alright guys, this helped you out in any way, shape, or form. Give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. All the parts will be in the description below that you need for this job. If you want to do any advertising on my channel, message me. Be more than happy to have you. Peace.